Foles. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Here's Foles. He's got Jack Doyle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs.
Check that.
Now Foles. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
After the interception, here's Goff. This one complete to Scott Miller. 20. There he goes right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Touchdown.
Scotty Miller. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
The kick is good.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Rashaan Melvin. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
Now Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it here. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
The 47-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a throw here to his running back. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked off at the 17. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So that is 3 interceptions now in this 1st half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit. No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The 1st carry now for Tony Pollard. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Mixon with a 1st down carry. Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that 1st play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Left side Doyle with it. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
27 yards there, a first down. Now a play fake, and it's gone. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
First down, Denver.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The 10-yard line. A gain of 2.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
To kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit. 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Aaron Donald on the stop.
On the stop was Aaron Donald. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 41-yard line.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A gain of
5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
from the gun. Here's Goff. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Third down. Here's McCaffrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
It's a loss of 2 yards.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Number 28, Joe Mixon.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The 33-yard.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Quincy Enunwa, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score, Broncos 21, Jets nothing. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
First and 10.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
And the Broncos first down.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Right there. 54, right there.
Play action. It's gone. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
Miller.
The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Goff throwing again. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Again, McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Christian McCaffrey as the first half is winding down, and the Broncos will extend their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Dustin Hopkins set to
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about it now.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. A final shot before break here. Goff gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Campbell making the catch. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Paris Campbell, his first touchdown on the year. And this offense is running away with this one.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got Jack Doyle. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into a second-half blowout material.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Preston Smith there on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Here's Gone. And down he goes, taking it inside. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
50 seconds to Mike.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Broncos 42, Jets nothing. Dustin Hopkins set to kick.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Joe Mixon. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Foles. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.